The Kelly Cup playoffs are back, and fans are happy. An upset in the first round, and we look ahead to the conference finals. Also, next season's a-comin'. New affiliations and new coaches. There's a lot going on, so let's get going. ECHL week starts now.
Hi, welcome to our first playoff edition of ECHL Week, coming to you this time from the Allen County Memorial Coliseum in Fort Wayne, Indiana, home of the Comets. I'm Barry Schickling. The conference semifinal round had plenty of drama, so let's lead off today's show with a look at the Eastern Conference. The first round Kelly Cup playoff series, which had people around the league talking, was between regular season Brabham Cup champion Florida and South Carolina, the final team to qualify for the postseason. After splitting the first two games in North Charleston, the teams moved to Southwest Florida to wrap up the best-of-5 series. Levko Koper's hat trick helped the Everblades cruise to a 5-1 victory in Game 3. But the Stingrays kept their season alive in Game 4 as both Andrew Chernichin and Mark Cooper scored a pair to set up one final match for a trip to the conference final. A back-and-forth affair followed. Dylan Stamen opened the scoring for South Carolina. A power play opportunity for Florida was cashed in on by Joe Pendenza. Cole Yulee gave the Stingrays another lead, but in the final minute of the second period, for the second time, the Everblades scored with a man advantage. Yulee then broke the deadlock in the middle stages of period 3. Goaltender Hunter Shepard made the lead stand up, and South Carolina qualified for the Eastern Final for the first time since 2017. It also clinched a victory for the playoff team with the second lowest points percentage in the regular season over the one with the highest total. In the other Eastern semi, Greenville got off to a good start by taking Game 1 in Indy. The Swamp Rabbits opened their home segment of the series, going up 2-0. Game 3 featured a 3-2 Indy victory, the first ever playoff win for the Fuel. But they couldn't manage another. The Swamp Rabbits earned a 3-2 Game 4 win and the right to face South Carolina for the Ginger Trophy. Greenville earned its first playoff series win since 2014 in a confrontation which was dominated by defense. No team scored more than 3 goals in the game, and there were 16 goals in the matchup's 4 games. On the western side, two very evenly matched teams proved how close they were. Fort Wayne and Wichita split a pair of games in Kansas, then traveled to Indiana and each won again, setting up a series-clinching battle in Game 5. Much like the Eastern Game 5, the match went back and forth. Oliver Cooper got Fort Wayne on the board. Bobby McMahon tied it for Wichita. Matthew Brodeur put the Comets ahead for all of 25 seconds before Mateo Gennaro retied the game. A late second period goal by Anthony Nellis put Fort Wayne in good shape until Jay Dickman knotted the score again midway through the third period. The Comets began overtime with a power play but managed little. However, a half-minute later, a loose puck after a scramble came to Matthew Bodens, who shoved it home and put Fort Wayne through to the Western Final.
Yeah, we talked about that all night, that in front of the net, the dirty areas, that's where we were going to make our hay. So just fortunate that the puck squeaked through. I mean, we battled all night, and just to poke that in, it felt good. I mean, this is what we live for, obviously, with the season in doubt and jeopardy, and then to come in here in late January, start our season February 5th, and come this far. And obviously, the group in there is pretty tight, so we don't want to be heading home tomorrow. So pretty excited that we got the job done, and we're on to the next one, head to Allen.
We have a great core. We went most of the year without contracted players. Didn't get the Toronto guys till the end, and we had a good successful year. So there's a lot to build on, that's for sure. And I'm excited for the future for the Wichita Thunder organization.
The other Western Conference semi resulted in Allen's sweep of Utah, but all 3 games were very competitive, and in fact, the Americans wrapped up the series in the second overtime period of Game 3. ECHL Defenseman of the Year Les Lancaster was credited with the series clincher, and Brett Newman scored in all 3 games for the conference's top regular season club.
Coaching news and a conference finals preview when ECHL week continues.
I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is blue, I'll be looking at the moon, and I'll be seeing you.
New buyers can benefit by working with a trusted real estate agent. Will Springer is your trusted advisor for buyers and sellers. For a free consultation or to find an agent in your area of the country, contact Will today.
Some more details about the new team in Trois-Rivieres lead off our news from all around the ECHL. Less than a week after announcing a name and a logo, the Lions have introduced their first coach, Eric Boulanger. You may recognize his name from his time on the ice as opposed to being behind the bench. The Sherbrooke, Quebec native started his NHL playing career with Los Angeles in 2000. Over the next 12 seasons, the centerman, who amassed more than 350 points, competed in 820 Major League games with the Kings, Carolina, Atlanta, Minnesota, Washington, Phoenix, and Edmonton. Since his playing days, his coaching career has included stints at both the bantam and midget levels with teams in Quebec. The Lions will be his first pro coaching stop. In his opening comments, Boulanger talked about crafting a team which won't be outworked, and although he's aware he's in the business of developing players, he's insistent that the Lions intend to post plenty of victories as well. He should get some help in that talent department from the Lions' NHL affiliate, the Montreal Canadiens. The Rapid City Rush are in the market for a new coach. Daniel Tétrault and the team have agreed to part ways after 4 seasons. The Rush finished the season 3 games under 500. After a slow start, the team had climbed into a playoff position in early May. However, a 7-game losing skid to conclude the season doomed Rapid City to its 6th straight year outside the playoff picture. Tétrault's replacement will be the 4th coach for the team since it joined the ECHL in 2014. As a member of the Rush organization since prior to its ECHL days, Tétrault also played, was an assistant coach, and even did some broadcasting for the team prior to his stint as the bench boss. And the first affiliation news of the summer has the brand new Iowa Heartlanders announcing their maiden partnership with the National Hockey League's Minnesota Wild and the AHL's Iowa Wild. It's a multi-year deal.
This is a critical relationship for the Minnesota Wild. To be able to have an ECHL team and an AHL team in such a close vicinity really gives our development model a shot in the arm.
We share the Wild's vision on player development and look forward to being a link in the development chain and helping prepare prospects for promotion within the system, said Heartlanders president Brian McKenna. Geographically, the distance between St. Paul, Des Moines, and Coralville, the location of the Heartlanders, will make player movement much easier. Beyond that, we look forward to working with the Iowa Wild to promote the sport within the state and grow hockey at the grassroots level, McKenna said. The Wild teams spent the last 3 seasons in an ECHL affiliation deal with the Allen Americans. Len Thornton, one of the great Comets of all time from the 50s and 60s, was in attendance at a game this weekend, 88 years young. The 4 teams are set for the conference finals. Time for a preview. Allen is back in the conference finals for the first time since 2016. That year, the Americans also faced the Comets. This will be the 3rd time in the last 6 seasons in which Fort Wayne has been to the Western Final. The Americans lead all playoff teams, averaging 3 2/3 goals per game. The offense is paced by Brett Newman, who already has 3 goals, and teammate Corey Mackin has been credited with 4 assists. Allen head coach Steve Martinson has the potential to become the ECHL's all-time leader in victories this playoff season. Fort Wayne reached the Western Conference Finals in 2016 and 18. Both A.J. Jenks and Anthony Nellis scored 3 goals in the opening round. They share the team lead in scoring with Matthew Bowdens and Shane Harper. Goaltender Dylan Ferguson is 2nd in saves and 5th in save percentage in the playoffs. Fort Wayne head coach Ben Boudreau.
I mean, we're a third of the way there, and if you think about how you feel now, you hit a wall, you just got to find a way to kick a door through and keep on going. So we're looking forward to this battle versus Allen, a team that we have yet to play in my tenure here in the last couple years anyways. So it's going to be a fresh team, although there is some familiar faces we know over there, and a great coach and a proven winning coach. We're going to have to be at our best, and same thing, our mindset is to go and try to win the first game and not look at past anything past that there.
The teams did not face one another during the regular season. One other note about this series, the schedule calls for the 5 games to be played in a 6-day span, so conditioning will likely be an important aspect of this matchup. A Palmetto State matchup between Greenville and South Carolina will decide which team will represent the East in the Kelly Cup Finals. Greenville is appearing in the conference finals for the first time since 2014. Allowing just 6 goals in the first round of the playoffs proves that the Swamp Rabbits can keep the puck out of their net. Their offense is led by Graham Knott, who scored 4 points in the first series. Goaltender Ryan Bednard had gaudy numbers in the first 4 games, a 1.35 goals against average, and a save percentage of .959. The Stingrays are in the conference finals for the 7th time. Cole Yulee and Dan DeSalvo are tied for the playoff scoring lead with 5 points each. Greenville went 9-3-3 in the regular season series against the Stingrays, while South Carolina was 6-4-5. 8 of the 15 head-to-head meetings were decided in either overtime or a shootout. 2 others were 1-goal regulation time games. That wraps up our first playoff edition of ECHL Week from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to follow us on all of our social media channels to keep up to date on what's going on in the Kelly Cup playoffs right through the awarding of the championship trophy. See you next time.